Good evening. My name is Brian Court. I'm the superintendent of Pelican School District. I would like to welcome the graduating class of 2024, all of our honored guests, the Pelican Rapids community members, and the school board and administration of Pelican Rapids School District. We're excited to have you with us on this special occasion as we celebrate the class of 2024. Before we begin our ceremony, I'd like to introduce our school board and administration on stage tonight. John Carter, School Board Chair. Ann Peterson, Vice Chair. Brenda Olson, Clerk. Molly Welch, Treasurer. Greg Larson, Director. Stacy Elmers, Director, was unable to attend this evening. Laura Janoszewski, High School Principal. I'd like to take this time to thank our school board and administration for all their hard work and everything they do to make our district such a great school system for students, staff members, and the community. Please give them a round of applause. The school board, administration, staff, and students would like to thank the community for their support of our strong academic, arts, and athletic programs. We are truly blessed with our great facilities and programs. Class of 2024, continue to share your gifts and talents with others. Continue to do what you're passionate about in life, and continue to enjoy the journey. I wish all of you the best of luck as you continue your journey. At this time, I will call up this year's class salutatorian, Elizabeth Moe.
Good evening, parents, teachers, friends, families, and most importantly, the class of 2024. It is a privilege to speak before you as a salutatorian. We often wondered if this day would ever arrive, and now here we are. Feels as though it was just yesterday. We were making back boxes for our Valentine's Day party and picking out a costume for Halloween. We have eagerly counted down the days for when we can finally say, we did it. Today is not just about stepping into a new chapter. It is also about closing the previous one. Before we walk across the stage to receive our diplomas that represent our hard work, let's reminisce about our journey the courage to dream big. We made memories that consisted of building cardboard sleds, celebrating with popcorn parties, and shopping at the Scholastic Book Fair. Most of us didn't want books. We looked for the coolest pens and posters. We went on field trips to Andy Ski Resort, the Chihinga Zoo, and met our pen pals at Maplewood State Park. We also got to go on a 6th grade trip, which was one last hurrah before moving on to high school. To think we were oh so nervous to step foot in the school we made even more memories in is quite silly. The summer before we started our journey in high school, we lost a great classmate, Tanner. Tanner had a love that was worse, spending time with his top roomer, and especially being around his family. Tanner had his family first and had a bond with them that was irreplaceable. His love for these things made him who he was: kind, selfless, loving, and competitive when a game of chess. As a class, we celebrated his life and the amazing person he was. Tanner, you should be here with us today to receive your diploma. You should be sitting 2 seats over from me, where we anxiously wait to walk across the stage. Instead, you're looking down on us, cheering us on. We will always remember you and think of you as a part of us, our classmate and a great friend to many. August came with heavy hearts, and it was our turn for 7th grade orientation. We got our schedule and our locker combinations, and it took way too long to figure out. As we wandered the unfamiliar halls, we continued to make memories and had one another's backs. Throughout high school, we enjoyed being involved in sports, music, plays, and other extracurricular activities, and always cheered each other on. We also enjoyed nominating our classmates for homecoming king and queen while partaking in junior and senior games. They say the seniors won our junior year, but let's be real, we clearly won both years. High school was a time when we realized we weren't just classmates, but best friends every step of the way. These friendships started by picking someone to help you pass up birthday treats, or picking who you would sit next to in class. We have been with each other throughout our high school journey, and will stay together going forward. As we stand here today, ready for new beginnings, let us remember that the challenges we have faced and the achievements we have celebrated have all prepared us for the journey ahead. Let us carry forward the lessons of resilience and the bonds of friendships we have formed here. As we step into the future, let us commit to making a positive change, to being lifelong learners, and to supporting each other. Together, we can turn our dreams into a reality and create a world we are all proud of. Thank you all. I would now like to introduce the 2024 Valedictorian, my friend, Ellie Welch.
Thank you, Lizzie, for your speech. It will be hard to follow, but I will try my best. If you ask anyone who knows me, they will tell you I'm always, as Mr. Corp would say, calm, cool, and collected. Nothing would rattle me, but that wasn't always true. Before big games, tests, or speeches, I would get nervous, just like anyone else. But a quote that will always stuck with me is, if you aren't nervous, you don't care. Everyone is nervous about what the future holds. High school is easy in the aspect of knowing the rhythm of the ways. You know the ins and outs of everything and everyone by the time you are a senior. But going into life after high school is like going back to 7th grade all over again. Today is the day to celebrate all of our hard look forward with excitement and enthusiasm. When we were in kindergarten, they asked us what we wanted to be when we grew up. We answered things like astronauts, firefighters, and princesses. Then they asked us again when we were 10. The same kind of answers were given: a rock star, a policeman, or a doctor. But now they want a real answer. Some of us are sitting here knowing exactly what comes next, and we have known since we were 10. Others have no idea what's next. That's okay. This is the time to make mistakes and figure out what you want to accomplish in life, as well as the people you want to do it with. Many people in our lives are the reason we are sitting here today. Those people are the same ones who will give you the power to be successful in the future. Graduation is not just a milestone, but a stepping stone towards a future filled with endless possibilities. Our journey begins today. The future is not some distant horizon. It begins now, in this moment, as we step out into the world armed with knowledge, skills, and dreams. It is a future that we have the power to shape, but the challenges of the future are complex, and yet with each challenge lies an opportunity for us to make a difference, to leave our mark on the world. We have been dreaming of this day since elementary school, dreaming of being all grown up and walking across this giant stage. The people that led you to be sitting here today are some of the most important. I remember going home to my parents one day after school in about 8th or 9th grade. It was a rough day, and I had received a not so good grade on a test, and I said to them, "I don't think I need perfect grades anymore. Lesser grades were okay with me." But as you can imagine, my parents did not agree. I might have gotten some stern talking to that night, but I guess it worked out, because look where I am now. Sometimes we're soaring high with happiness and success, and other times we're faced with challenges and setbacks. But it's these ups and downs that make life interesting and help us grow. It's all about embracing the journey and finding joy in both the highs and lows. So to the class of 2024, go out there, chase your dreams, and make a difference. Remember, the future is ours to create. As we leave these familiar halls of our journey, we embark on a new adventure armed with skills, knowledge, and a hunger for success. Each one of us has a unique story to tell, talents to share, and dreams to pursue. So let's dare to dream big, work hard, and make a positive impact in the world. Together, we can create a future that is brighter, more inclusive, and filled with boundless opportunities. Our journey begins today. Let us make it a journey worth remembering.
Thank you, Elizabeth and Ellie, for your speeches. Both of you have contributed so much to this school and demonstrated Viking pride through your leadership, academic excellence, and extracurricular involvement. At this time, I am pleased to introduce our chamber choir, led by Mr. Zane Wiles. Mr. Biles and Chamber Choir, thank you for your musical selection tonight. Before I recognize the class of 2024, I would like to thank a few people. Thank you to Mr. Steves, Ms. Robles, Mr. Brueggemann, Mrs. King, and our student workers for setting up and decorating tonight's stage. Thank you, Mr. Fitzsimmons, and next year's wind ensemble for tonight's processional and recessional music. Thank you to Mrs. Albright for your work with Elizabeth and Ellie as they prepared their speeches. Thank you to Mrs. Leitch for your guidance, support, and encouragement of the class of 2024. I would like to thank all parents, guardians, grandparents, and cheerleaders of these graduates. The class of 2024 would like to take a moment to thank all of you for your support and encouragement. Please join me in giving them a round of applause. Would the junior ushers please stand? Daisy Hall, Charlie Larson, Willem Pesch, Anna Roysam, Brody Severson, and Mariah Wisher. These 6 are the top academic students in the class of 2025. They are leaders in the classroom, but also in other areas of our school, including our arts, athletics, and student organizations. Please join me in recognizing their accomplishments so far with a round of applause. At this time, I would like to refer to tonight's graduation program. Students graduating with honors are wearing gold cords and are noted in the program. The students with a single asterisk behind their name have maintained a 3.0 to a 3.49 cumulative grade point average during grades 9 through 12 of their high school career and will graduate with distinction cum laude. I would like these students to please stand and receive a round of applause. The students with 2 asterisks behind their name have maintained a 3.5 to a 3.749 cumulative grade point average during grades 9 through 12 and will graduate with great distinction, magna cum laude. I would like these students to please stand and receive a round of applause. The students with an H behind their names are members of the Minnesota Honor Society and are wearing blue and gold cords. In addition to maintaining a 3.5 cumulative grade point average, these students have been recognized for their character, leadership, and service. I would like these students to please stand and receive a round of applause. Timothy Brewer, Claudia Barras, Emily Ivey, Katie Holt, Kylie Holt, Allison Jessen, Christopher LaFerrier, Elizabeth Moe, Ava Simpson, Luke Soley, Mia Smith, Ariana Villagomez, and Ellie Welch. The students with 3 asterisks behind their name have maintained a 3.75 to 4.0 cumulative grade point average for their 4-year career and will graduate with the highest honors, summa cum laude. I would like to congratulate the following students and ask you to please come forward and receive your award when I announce your name. Marie Backstrom. Joshua Bakken. Brenna Davis. Haley Gale. Timothy Goulart. Claudia Garrett. Kane Holt. Kylie Holt. Allison Jessen. Victoria Yudovich. Christopher LaFerrier. Cooper Press. Elizabeth Moe. Jack Paulson. Ava Simpson. Luke Stoley. Mia Smith. Jarrett Stets. Ariana Villa Gomez. And Ellie Welch. Please join me in congratulating these high achievers. At the graduation ceremony, Pelican Rapids High School recognizes all-around student efforts by awarding the AAA Award. The AAA Award is awarded on the local, district, regional, and state levels in Minnesota to female and male senior students who excel in the areas of academics, athletics, fine arts, and community volunteerism. The names of the winners are engraved each year on a plaque, which is displayed in the high school office. This year's female winner is Ellie Welch. This year's male winner is Timothy Goulart. Both are three sport athletes, band members, summa cum laude, academic award winners, and excellent representatives of Pelican Rapids High School. Ellie and Timmy, congratulations. It is my pleasure to present awards to the Salutatorian and Valedictorian of the class of 2024. The winners of these awards have attained the highest scholastic averages in this year's graduating class. The Salutatorian Award this year goes to Elizabeth Moe. This year's Valedictorian Award goes to Ellie Welch. This year, we challenge students and staff to be the light, to see the good, make a difference, and work for amazing. It's a message to continue the legacy of a beloved teacher and coach, Mr. Ryan Severson. Class of 2024, You rose to the challenge and let the light shine bright. Football seniors, you led the team to a second consecutive section runner-up finish. The basketball teams put on a show this season with Heart of the Lakes conference championships and impressive runs in the playoffs that brought home a section runner-up trophy for the girls and a section title for the boys. Josh Bakken, Ellie Welch, and the math team calculated a section 6A championship win and state tournament appearance. Ava Simpson and Mia Smith earned Minnesota State High School League superior ratings for their pieces entitled Mossy Mug and Yellow. FFA officers and leaders helped send one of the largest contingents to the state convention in school history. And the boys track and field team earned subsection runner-up honors. Marie Backstrom earned the John Philip Sousa Award for her talented saxophone playing. Kylie and Esteban, you kept it social with the athletes of the week, upcoming events, and coordinated dress-up themes at games with the new PRHS Instagram account. Karma, your big voice, bigger heart, and greatest desire to make a difference will make you an outstanding social worker. Tristan, you stood a little taller in your uniform, found a clean cut, and put your new EMT certification to good use. Timmy, you showed us what a comeback train looks like with your never quit, competitive attitude and drive. And Josh, a morning, hi Mr. Corp, reminded him and the rest of Pelican Rapids High School that a simple gesture can go a long way. Class of 2024, you all have left a positive impression on current and future Pelican Rapids students and staff. Continue to carry your light as you further your education, join the workforce, chase your dreams, and establish yourself in your community. See the good you've done. Look for the good you can do. See how you've made a difference. Look for ways you can make a difference. See the amazing work you've done. But look for ways you can continue to work for amazing, for you and for others. Thank you for making Orange and Black proud, and remember, you will always be Vikings. At this time, I'd like to welcome our chamber choir back on stage to sing Climb Higher. Mr. Biles, Chamber Choir, thank you for 2 great pieces of music tonight. Mr. Chair, I certify that these members of the Pelican Rapids High School Class of 2024 have met the requirements of the Pelican Rapids School District in the state of Minnesota to participate in the 2024 graduation ceremony. For roll 1, please stand and prepare to receive their diplomas. As I announce the names tonight, I ask that you please hold your applause, cheering, yelling, and noise-making until all students have been announced. This way, all students' names can be heard individually. Kadar Isaac Ahmed. Emily Mohammed Ahmed. Marie Dorothy Backstrom. Joshua Eric Bakken. Josephine Elizabeth Berquist. Marcelina Castro. Joshua Alejandro Cisneros. Susanna Angelita Coronado. Brenna Joe Davis. Daniel Alexander Diaz. Edwin Anthony Diaz. Charles Benny DeFree IV. May Morgana Erickson. Subir Abdulaziz Farah. Lala Elena Isabella Felipe. Ivan Franco. Jessica Franco. Esteban Salvador Garza.
Love you, son!
Kaylee Alexa Gettle. Timothy Eric Guler. Claudia Jane Graff. Emily Denise Heidi. Callie Ray Hansen. Natalie Jolynn Hansen.
Oh, Natalie!
Brandon Jeffrey Heaton. Caden Mark Holt. Kylie M. Holt. Abdiaziz Farah Ibrahim. Ronald Wally Ishala. Justin William Jacobson. Victoria Rose Yudovich. Chet Benedict Abdirahman Ahmed Khalif. Lena T. Kim. Amaya Rain Cook. Cooper Michael Kress. Christopher John LaFerrier. Tristan John Lambert. Adriana Rose Logan. Benjamin Stephen Lyon. Tanner Curtis Markgraf. Michelle Abarca Martinez. Elizabeth Irene Moe. Hanse Abdi Mohammed. Teko Bashir Mohammed. Jonathan Moreno. Noe Moreno. Ashley Jo Moe. Connor Ray Nelson. Omar Hussein Otawa. Thea Emmeline Olsen. Abdi Nasser Mohammed Omar. Jack Charles Paulson. Juan Pine. Chelsea Marie Perez. Maria Rosabel Perez Gomez. Brianna Joanne Peterson. Kale Howard Richardson. Vela Rochelle Rodriguez. Enrique Rodriguez Lopez. Emma Ray Ross. Karma Rain Rouleau. Brody Paul John Setter. Ava Lorraine Simpson. Luke Wade Soley. Ethan Scott Shustrom. Mia Garner Smith. Hazel Sherilyn Snavely. Jared Dwayne Stets. Alex Anthony Taberry. Peter Tomawamsa. Haley Ann Thomas. Hannah Marie Thomas. Yvette Marie Urbano. Ariana Isabel Villagomez. Ethan James Walters. Ellie Ryan Welch. Darian Xavier Zamora. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Pelican Rapids High School class of 2024.